Hi guys, Stranger13 here. There we go. I'm going to show you a new Lego custom engine I made and some drawings of my original characters. But first I'll show you the Lego engine I created. He doesn't look the most accurate to the character, but I tried. It is Harvey the Crane Engine. And I got my wooden one here to show in comparison. I didn't have all like maroon or red, so I had to do a combination of both and a little black. So I started on add maroon and red pieces. Because red is on James and Michael. So yeah. Yeah, his crane does move. But sometimes it hits the top of his funnel if it's like too low. And it can come off. The crane is on a Lego turntable. Like it just spins like this. So we can go fully around. Yeah. And I did make two nameplates, but they didn't really show that good. And they are hard to cut out with scissors. And this face is the third face I made. The other two were failures. Let me grab them real quick. These were his original two faces. The one on the left was the first one. Yeah. This one was the next one. But they were just too small. They just felt too small for me. And this one felt a little better. And I didn't feel like making like a bunch of faces I wouldn't use. But these faces may be put on to original characters like Rick or someone like that. And the face I used to base these faces off was the wooden Harveys. That's what I mainly went with. And I know this turntable is blue, but that's the only color that I have it in, I'm pretty sure. Here's his tiny cab, and I made it like that, so the crane could go fully around. And I used this chain, and if you take it off of this part here, which it's kind of hard to do with one hand, so I'll just leave it there. It'll lower down, and you can pick up one of these guys that we're selling. And I put two lamps on him, and these lamps were on my James. One was on his smoke box, and one was on the back of his tender, like on the top. But I decided to put them on Harvey. And on the wooden railway version, I don't know about the other versions of Harvey, he has this tiny like gold thing on the top of his funnel, so I got a tiny stud Lego piece and I put it on top. So yeah. And this Harvey was so hard to build. It took me 3.5 hours to build this, and that does include finding all the pieces necessary stuff. But his wheels don't look that good, because I just use like the Lego tires, and I take off the tire part. And these wheels don't move that well. And I know that they're not the color of Harvey's, but none of them are, because they don't make different colors, I'm pretty sure, in the tires, so yeah. And I did make his number and stuff, but I didn't have enough tape to tape them on, because I used tape to tape every face, number, stuff like that. So yeah, that's Harvey. I'll put him next. Also, Harvey is my tallest. He's taller than Michael. Let me just move Oliver. I'm gonna put him next to him. You can see some Michael, but if he's next to James, if you count James's funnel, he's only, here's my finger next to the James funnel. I go over here. It's like 1.5 blocks or so taller. So yeah. Alright, well, I'll just put these faces back where I keep them, just in case I ever need them for something. And now I'll show you the drawings of some of my original characters. Not all of them, because, yeah. Alright. It's on this big piece of paper, and it's in a notebook, which I customized with James on the front. I do have other drawings before this, but I ain't gonna show them because they're incomplete, or I don't want to show them. But these are most of my OCs. Starting with this one, Gary. Yeah, I looked at all these guys. I looked at the what I used to make them. Like, I looked directly at what I used for Gary, and yeah. Anyway, here's Gary. You can look at him in all his detail, and he has a good train with a bunch of the trucks. Here's Truck, Mr. Explosive, Andrew, Charcoal, Robert, and I don't know how to make the steel exactly, so I tried my best with that. Slade and Shock. This side is Shock, and that one's Slade. Collins, Rick, Carl. Go let focus. There's Carl, and his pieces on the side, that's like the yellow part. And there's my second Rick, the superhero, and that's the A2. So, yeah, whenever I created this one, I forgot I named him that, like, as his real name. So, yeah, don't worry about that. Here's Robert, Metalhead, Rust Bucket, and Herbert. I made this drawing before I gave Herbert his face. So that's why he doesn't have a face. And the next page, I have some other things to show you. I dedicated this page to Donald Douglas and all kinds of things. Here's Donald crushing into the cinema box, and I used my model cinema box as the picture for that. And there's Storm Hat yelling at Donald, and he is tender and cold flying everywhere. Here's Douglas smashing the spiteful brakeman and James's train. And I drew all Donald Douglas's expressions. I just made them all look in one direction, so yeah. Yeah, if you guys want to use these faces, you can. Oh, I'll get a clear shot of that for you. There you go. And I actually looked at the pictures of their faces. So yeah, there's like a happy, a mad, a devious happy, I guess, a shocked, a concerned, like, a sad, like, and that one's a mad, and that one's like, and that one's like, oh no. Yeah, I just looked at the picture, I tried to draw as best I could. So that's all there's nothing on this next page. Actually, I will show you the previous pages, just because I can. And these are my attempts at Henry, because I hadn't drawn Henry in a long time. This was the first one. It got messed up. Yeah, and I never completed it. And he's still in the works. But here's the other one. In the first page, it's hard to get these pages, is a custom design that I kind of did. I don't know if it's real or not. It's an 040 tender engine. I call it the 04 Steam class. And this one's pulling some Pullman coaches. And it's British Railways. This is one I couldn't draw that good. I just used pencil at that time. So yeah. Alright, Adrian, do you want to do the outro? No, let's let the new Harvey do it. Okay. Subscribe to the channel fan James 13. He's a very cool guy. Trying to get into 60 subscribers. He's at 58 right now. And subscribe. And that's all. James Slay Red Engine. Do, do. Slay Red Engine. Do, do. That's our James. Do, 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 do. That's our James. Subscribe or else I'll whack you with my crane arm.